All right, so we had a really good turnout at youth group tonight. It was Wednesday. We did it from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. We're gonna do it again next week, asked for by popular demand. We had a request tonight about how to read your Bible. Where do you start? This is a common question for anybody who's ever became a Christian or just decided that hey, I want to read the Bible, but I just don't know where to begin. So I'm going to make this quick video just to give you a few tips on some things that may help you out. First, obviously, you're going to need a Bible, and most people in their homes, if you search, you'll find a Bible. This one I've had, it's a little mini Bible, have my name engraved there on it with a little cross, says Billy Schneider. And that was a cool thing back in the day when I was in high school, was to get your little mini Bible so you could carry it everywhere you went and get your name engraved on it. Nowadays, it's really common to have the Bible app on your phone or your iPod Touch or your Samsung Galaxy, whichever device you have. But whichever device you have. But either way, you need to make it a priority to spend the money to get a really good Bible app, which you'll see right here, some apps that are out there, and get a good Bible. And not just get any Bible, but I would suggest even going and getting a student Bible, a study Bible. When I was going through high school and junior high, what really helped me was not just having a Bible and just reading through it, but was having a study Bible that had notes in it that explained what I just read. And here's a look at what that looks like with this application. You can get this study Bible. Here's a picture of what a study Bible also looks like. Now, with these study Bibles, you'll get some footnotes and some perspective. What I also recommend whenever you're reading the Bible and you need additional clarification, because sometimes you're confused about what that passage meant, and the footnotes in the study Bible or even in that study Bible app just aren't good enough, I recommend getting a commentary. And they can be these really big, boring looking books that you can get at the Christian bookstore. But this is one that I use. It's called the Concise Bible Commentary. It kind of gives you a historical view. Then there's another one I like a lot, which is called the Matthew Henry Commentary. Well-known, trusted commentary. You can get that in the Christian bookstore, or you can download it in like iBooks, or if you can get it through Google Play possibly. And I'll show you a picture of it right here. Here. But when you go through, you can flip through a commentary and you can look up different books of the Bible. So here it says the book of Psalms, and you can look up the specific chapter and most of the times the specific verse, and it will give you a translation of what that verse is saying. Because sometimes when you read the Bible, it can be really confusing. So it's helpful if you dig a little bit further instead of just throw up your hands and say, you know what, I don't understand this. It's archaic, it's old, it doesn't make sense, it's outdated, it's not for me. That's not true at all. You just got to dig a little deeper. And sometimes it takes getting a commentary, getting the study Bible. And I know you might be saying, but Billy, that's just a lot of work. But I'm telling you, I did this when I was in high school, and it changed my Christian life. It's had an impact on me today, and I'm 29 years old. So for like 14, 15 years, my Christian walk has been transformed by really studying the Word and getting to know what it means. What I also recommend when you read the Bible is to get a journal, and you can write down immediately what you read, maybe just a prayer to God, maybe a verse that caught your eye, and just kind of write down something to help you remember what you read, and maybe even try to memorize a verse. Another thing with reading the Bible and journaling is, I used to carry around, I used to write down on a piece of paper a verse for that day that really spoke to me. and I would carry that around in my pocket. This is back before we had smartphones. And I'd have a piece of paper folded up in my pocket, and all day long I'd pull out that piece of paper, I'd read that verse, I'd say it to myself, try to memorize it, put it back in my pocket, and basically I was trying to memorize that verse because basically my youth pastor at the time, Rick, taught us to be like cows when reading the Word. And what cows did is cows will chew grass, they'll swallow it, and then they'll spit it back up to their mouth, and they'll chew it some more, and it's called their cud, and they'll do this back and forth. And if we read the Bible the way cows eat grass, just all day long going back and forth on it, we're more likely to memorize it. We're more likely to use it in our lives and have our lives changed by it. If we just read it once and forget it, then, sometimes we could be wasting our time. But those are some tools I recommend. If you don't have a journal, you can download a journal app. There's plenty of journaling apps out there. I highly recommend going to Crossroads Christian Bookstore and Coffee up on 91st and Olive. They're a really good place where you can grab some coffee and you can shop around, look at their books. If you're an app person and you're electronics like me, download it and get it on your phone immediately. Start reading. Now, those are some tips as far as studying the Bible. How about where do I begin in the Bible? Where I would begin in reading my Bible is I would open up the book of Proverbs and I would follow the specific date matching the chapter number in the book of Proverbs. So today is the 12th. So here I'll open up Proverbs to chapter 12. And chapter 12. And that's what I'll read for that day, is that whole chapter. And then for, February 13th, I would open up Proverbs 13 and I would read that chapter for that day. Another thing I would do is I would start in a simple book that's small and start in the New Testament if you're a beginner. I would start with maybe the book of John or the book of James. James is like 5 chapters. It hits you in your face with some good information. But those are 2 good places to start. So again, start in easy places: Proverbs, New Testament, James, John. Do some journaling. Use a commentary. Get a student Bible or something that helps you discover out what the verses are saying and enrich your faith, grow in your faith. Thank you guys for tuning in to this YouTube, checking it out. Pass it along to your friends if they need some help. Bring some more friends next Wednesday night so we got an even bigger crowd. It was great having you out tonight. And hit us up on Facebook and Twitter.